Hi, I'm Sierra, and for the millionth time, I would just like to say, Black Lives Matter.
To anyone watching this, I want you to know that your life matters.
Yo, I don't know what black person needs to hear this today, but it is not, nor has it ever been, your responsibility to teach or convince white people that your life matters.
They keep killing my people and telling us to be quiet. We are going to be heard. You cannot keep us in silence.
As some of you may have noticed, I decided to take a little break from posting these Talk It Out videos just to process my feelings on what's going on in the world. Obviously, we are in a pandemic, but with the injustices that have happened with Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and also George Floyd, it's just a lot's going on. As a country, we obviously still have a very far way to go, but today is worth celebrating because it is Juneteenth, so I am slapping a smile on my face because sometimes we have to celebrate the little victories. For those of you who don't necessarily know what Juneteenth is, I'm not gonna say it's okay, we're all still learning, but here's your opportunity to educate yourself. Juneteenth is a holiday that is primarily celebrated in Black communities, but honestly, we should all be celebrating it. The holiday marks the emancipation of the last free slaves in the South, which was literally 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And if you don't know what that is, again, not judging, but this is a good opportunity to educate yourself. We're all learning, it's kind of awkward, but now's the time. Anyways, change is happening and I'm very excited. As always, TikTok is a crazy place and there's truly no better time to celebrate that than right now. In this episode, I really want to just raise Black voices. Truly, I could not be more excited. Today we have Bre-Z, we have Michael, and we have Samantha, all from the cast of All American, and I'm pumped. Let's talk it out. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. I'm doing well.
Today is our Juneteenth celebration, which we love. There's a lot of crazy things happening in the world. I'm so happy to see so many beautiful faces that look like me and to see people that are doing such amazing things. How are you guys feeling about what's going on?
I think it was bound to get to this point. I believe that, a lot of injustices have been happening for so long. There's been numerous ways that people have swept things under the rug or chose not to speak about. The media has chose not to, reveal a lot of things, you know what I mean? And it's time for people to, show the true unity of, the people of our country.
I know, I keep seeing all these posts that are like 2020 is the worst year ever. And I'm like, I am so happy that people are waking up.
It's the year we wake up.
Best so far. Like, I keep seeing that too. Like 2020 is canceled, and this has been the year of awakening.
Literally. Yeah, I think it may turn out to be one of the best years.
Is there something from the show All American that is specifically tied to like what's going on right now, or just what's happened in your life in general that you're like, oh my God, I am so happy this moment happened on this show for someone else to kind of see this?
I mean, we have a police brutality episode. I mean, you, Michael, you were there filming it, and we were talking about your experience even in filming it. We're just reenacting what happens, but it's happening literally in our neighborhood down the street from us. I mean, I went to so many protests, and I had so many friends go to protests that were literally being shot at. And it turned really violent really quickly when people were just trying to peacefully protest. I mean, it's been happening, but now with social media and phones, everyone's seeing it now, which is a really important thing, just speaking freely. Unfortunately, it has to take people seeing the video to really understand the weight of what's happening, which is also kind of weird too, because you don't want people to become desensitized to watching people of color go through the experiences in order to wake up. But if that's what it takes, then...
For me, like seeing Michael's character and having to understand and realize that he is seen as a Black man, regardless of how light, his skin complexion is. I think that for me, said a lot, because there is so many people like, the both of you, Sam and Michael, who are mixed and may feel like they're on one side and not the other. And just like, nah, the truth is, if it's in you, it's gonna be on you in the eyes of, the police, any police department, because that's something that we've never seen that on TV.
One thing I'm really loving about this time is being Black means so many different things. Like, we're not all the same. My opinion is not gonna be the same as anyone else's opinion on this call, and that's like the beauty of it. And I feel like, as silly as it sounds, people are finally understanding or willing to hear, which is like kind of crazy. I want to keep this positive and I want to keep it, you know, light. What's like a takeaway that you're just like, I am so happy that this moment is happening?
I've been having some really positive conversations with not only just family, but even friends that I haven't talked to in a while who reached out to me and seeing everything that I was posting and actually having an open dialogue with me. And they were some of the last people that I ever thought I would have those talks with. And they initiated, they came to me first. And I was so pleasantly surprised to see that. I'm so happy to finally see people go out of their comfort zones and have that uncomfortable dialogue that shouldn't really be uncomfortable, but it is for a lot of people, and see some beauty come out of it.
My mom told me something that I didn't actually know. I'm adopted, so I have 3 white siblings. My parents are white, my dad's white. And so she told me that out of the 4 kids, I was the only one who she had to sit down and have a conversation with about, you know, what happens when you get pulled over. And even though the climate that we're in, that she knew that she had to have that conversation with me and not her other kids who don't look like me. It was really just a powerful moment, and it was just so nice.
I think overall though, like all this stuff was meant to happen. Like the mask is finally coming off, and I didn't have any of the experiences that Michael or Sam had because I'm Black and I visibly look Black. I've been seeing this stuff my whole life. You know what I mean? I have, you know, people in my family who are victims of police brutality and, you know, just the justice system and all that. You know, my brother had his whole front teeth knocked out by the police.
People are realizing that we are the change. And look at how much has happened in, you know, a little over 10 days. It's just like so much has happened, and I think a lot of people are getting amped up, and we're feeling passionate enough, and like we're feeling that drive to want to actually make the change because we are the change.
Okay, are you guys ready to get into the TikToks? I'm like, I can talk to you guys about this forever. Honestly, you guys, this is probably the cutest protest rally that I've ever seen.
Say it loud.
I'm fucking loud.
Say it loud.
I love this video so much. Has everyone seen it?
This is my first time seeing it. Yeah, wow.
That's my first time seeing it too.
Okay, but I jumped on the TikTok whatever because of quarantine. Honestly, best decision I ever made.
I'm upset.
It's great. I don't know why I was waiting on it for so long.
Me too, Sam, but I have wasted so many hours of sleep just countless scrolling. Just
I feel you on that.
Toxic.
Yeah.
No, but I love this video so much. It starts from such a young age. Like, that is so important to see that.
Yeah, the second one's for sure a mood for me. I mean, both of them, but that second one just to say it loud. This is great.
This TikTok is dedicated to all the allies out there. We appreciate you.
Black people who keep on getting shot and killed for no good reason. And I, as a white female, am pissed about it.
I think that is like a typical Black person sitting there watching like.
Her subtle nod at the end is what gets me. Oh God.
That's how Black people are. They're just in the window like.
I know I keep saying this and people are kind of annoyed, but like, I am so proud for like a lot of the white people in my life that are speaking up and that are caring and that are calling people out, because that's what we need for there to be change. When anyone reaches out to me and asks, how are you doing? This is literally my default response.
But it is funny though. Like, it's hilarious.
I am a little overwhelmed. Like, I'm tired of seeing these clips too, in addition to what my life is like day to day.
These clips have been back to back. And you know what I hate is just that by default, it's going to bother you. But then I go in the grocery store and I see like a 70-something-year-old white man, and he's like opening the door for me, gives me and my girlfriend the card. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to make your mind like do weird things.
I hope that it doesn't in the same but a different way, where, you know, we talk about Black people. It shouldn't be the responsibility of somebody of color to educate other people, because you have resources. We have Google, we have social media. It's right in front of your face. Like, do the work yourself. What I'm afraid of, and what I hope doesn't happen, I'm knock on wood, is that like other people, specifically allies, don't get burnt out either, because it's so much. But it's like, if you're exhausted, you're only exhausted, what, under 2 weeks? It's been centuries for people of color. So if you're getting tired, I don't want to hear about it.
If you tired, I'm beat.
Let's do this together.
If you tired, I'm beat.
If you tired, I'm not gonna hear.
Do you guys have anything that you just want to say before we close?
I will just say I hope that everybody who continues to protest, stay safe, stay smart, and just continue to, if you have a platform, or even if you don't have a platform, use your voice. And then also what Sam said earlier, educate yourself.
The bottom line to it is that you want to treat people fairly. You want to be kind. We all want happiness. We all want peace. And you know, if you get up every day and tell yourself, I'm gonna lead with love, then that's it.
This is a marathon, not a sprint. And so, you know, just keeping that conversation going and taking action where you can. And, you know, there's strength in numbers. So I'm really hopeful for, especially the younger generation too, because Gen Z don't give up. Like they're
on TikTok is crazy. Happy Juneteenth. I mean, look at us. Look at us. We love it. Thank you guys so much for joining.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sierra. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
For those of you at home, if you have a video that you would like for me to see, make sure you send it to Ellen, and maybe next week we will talk it out. Happy Juneteenth.